everyone, this is Gargi Sarkar from Crafting Identities, and I'm extremely excited that today I have somebody who's a renowned media personality. His name is Dr. Annurag Batra, and I'm so excited that I got hold of him and I said, I'm going to have this tete-a-tete with him today. So today I'm sitting at Taj, Santa Cruz with him and having a conversation, and we're going to talk about a little bit about the journey and his journey, and there's a lot to share. It could be on books, leadership, astrology, so on and so forth. So stay tuned for that. So today I'm going to first introduce him, Dr. Batra. Hi, Dr. Batra. Thank you
Hello,
so
Gargi.
much.
Good to see you.
Thank you so much for coming into my show. I'm highly delighted. So a little bit about yourself for all my viewers.
I have no hair, as is evident. I'm a
Those are the
hairless,
jokes.
toothless, no, I have tooth. Infant. I'm always excited. I think that's a good introduction. And I'm a big optimist. We're recording this on 24th July, 2026. What's happened in the last 5 days, the Gen Z and millennials have shown that they give us hope. They've stood for their values. They've got out of their comfort zone. So I'm an optimist, So that's what I'd say, and have had an interesting journey. I believe abhi to bahut aage jaana hai. So, I am walking. I believe life is about chalti ka naam gaadi.
आप तो दौड़ रहे हो.
हाँ, मतलब जो भी ईश्वर करा रहा है, whatever God makes happen. I'm having fun. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I see.
I love
always.
what I do, and God has given me something that I don't see as work. So I'm at it whole day.
And you're a media tycoon, by the way.
I'm a media baron. It's not baron here. So
Sure.
I'd rather call myself a baron and not a tycoon.
Of course, you're a tycoon. So
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't believe in titles. So when you make your CV, they profile you as like God's gift to humanity, and so on and so
Mankind.
forth. But I mean, honestly, I'm just having fun, and I'm very lucky. I genuinely believe I'm very blessed, and whatever I have little I've achieved is because of help from a lot of people, blessings of my parents,
Perfect.
God's kindness, and just the universe having my back. I really believe that. I may work hard, which I do,
So why don't you share a little bit about your journey? Because I think a lot of youth are going to get inspired.
I have a very unusual journey. Like I grew up. If you believe I've grown up, but if you don't, then you know me
21.
really well. No, but when I was younger, I was, I grew up in a middle-class family. My parents are academicians. My father studied at BITS Pilani, chose to be a professor. My late mother, she passed away 21 months back, exactly. She was also an academician. And, academics was very important in life.
True.
So I did okay. I went to an engineering school because when I was growing up, either you could be a CA, an engineer, a doctor, maybe a chartered accountant. Okay. So, and then I went to a business school. I got in because my father got the MDI form. First year of MDI, there was no CAT. So I always say I got into MDI when the quality control was bad.
Correct.
And I make this points to say that you have to be lucky. I always ask this question, would you want to be smart or lucky? And I think being lucky is more important than being smart. Though I also believe the harder you work, the luckier you get.
True.
Whatever you put energy in grows.
Yes.
It can be a relationship, it can be work.
Absolutely.
It can be sadhana, it can be a spiritual practice. So I went to MDI, BTech Computer Sciences, MDI MBA. And then I joined, I got a job at Mastech, Ashang Desai's firm. And from the campus, I didn't join. I ended up joining a company called Colliers Jardine, which was setting up its base in India. So I started in real estate services. And I remember, I've said this many times, I came back home and I told my dad, I'm not going to join Mastech. I'm going to join Colliers Jardine. So my dad asked me, Colliers Jardine करती क्या है? मैंने बोला वो रिसर्च करती है, कंसल्टिंग करती है रियल एस्टेट में,
Correct.
ब्रोकिंग करती है. तो मेरे पिताजी ने बोला कि अगर दलाली करनी थी तो इतना पढ़ने लिखने की क्या जरूरत थी. But I joined Colliers, so I did I did real estate broking, I did research consulting. Then I joined Chesterton Meghraj,
Yes.
which was started by Anuj Puri, who is now the founder of Annurag, and he did JLL. Chesterton acquired by JLL. Then while I was working in Anuj, AMF Bowling was my client. Deep was the CEO. Deep Kalra, who's now the founder of Make My Trip, was the CEO of
Yes.
AMF Bowling. He offered me a job once. I didn't join. He offered me a job. I joined him in sales, and we're trying to set up bowling center, sell bowling equipment. That didn't go very well in India because in India, bowling as a sport hasn't caught on.
Correct.
And the cost of putting up a bowling alley, real estate costs, equipment costs, didn't really add up to a business. So it didn't fly. So I quit that. I joined Rebus Software. Then I quit that and I joined HTA, J.
Okay.
Walter Thompson, as a media planner. I used to be in outdoor media planning, buying. Sunandan Chaudhary hired me. And Monisha Advani, who's now at MA, she's a promoter of MA, Nikhil Advani's older sister. She used to run a headhunting company with Madhu Bhojwani.
Okay.
And which she sold to Randstad. So she recommended me to Sunandan. Deep had introduced me to Monisha. And that's how I came into media. So Sunandan Bhanja Chaudhary, who used to be CEO of Portland, was the outdoor arm of HTA or J. Walter Thompson.
Correct.
That's where I joined. I worked there for a year, a little less than a year. And that's where the idea of exchange for media came up. Me and a friend of mine who's my batchmate from MDI, his name is Amit Agnihotri. Both of us were at HTA, and we thought of this idea that the process of media planning and buying of advertising is very
Scattered.
inefficient. So we wanted to build a marketplace. I was 20.
Perfect.
I was a little less than 28. He was 26. And then Nawal joined, who was 25. So we started this company called Exchange for Media to build India's largest marketplace on media advertising marketing. And rest is, as they say, history in the making, I'd say.
Yes.
We have had fun for 26 years. For the first 3.5 years, we tried to build a marketplace in the marketing, advertising, media industry. It didn't work out because we were ahead of time, and then we had started a newsletter, which is in the 24th plus year, 25th year, to build our brand. That became the homepage of everybody in the branding, marketing, advertising, communication, media landscape. And we ended up building India's #1 community on marketing, advertising, media brands, which is in the 26th year. And with all humility, is the homepage of 6-7 lakh people in this industry. It is a profitable company. We've never raised money. We started it bootstrapped. We did raise 68 lakhs as angel capital when we started. So that's my journey. About 12 plus years back, God sent me an opportunity. I acquired Business World. I'm a big reader of magazines, books. I'm a content seeker.
Perfect.
Last night I was watching, if it qualifies, I must have watched 100 reels from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m.
So I have this question for you, Dr. Batra, that you have been around in this journey for so many years,
I'm old now.
26 years, okay, and you're 21 years right now of age, so quote unquote. So at 26 years of your journey, what you would like to share to all the viewers who are getting into entrepreneurship, or who are growing in the entrepreneur space? What is that they need to really take in mind?
People are smart. See, first of all, I'd say, I keep talking about this book, which I read exactly 21. I think 5 days after my mother passed away, I was at home, and a publisher sent me the book. It's called Fluke. Fluke ka direct translation, verbatim, is Tukka.
Tukka.
Luck, chance, serendipity.
Sure.
Prarabdh, if you're a Hindu, preordainment.
Exactly.
So, my life is a fluke. And the book says, don't give yourself too much credit for your success.
True.
Sab prarabdh, sab preordained. I really believe it. If my father hadn't brought I believe if I'd applied to IIMs, I would have got through the top, because I was in the top 8 people in my class, and I went to a very good convent school. But I didn't fill the time and form in time. My dad really gave me bollocking. He brought the MDI form. I grew up near MDI, not knowing what MDI is. I filled the form, I got in. How I started Exchange for Media, there's a story. I've given you a simple story, how Nawal became our partner, So life is about serendipity.
Right.
So first of all, if you want to be an entrepreneur, First,
Yes.
understand, don't go by the, very glamorized idea of entrepreneurship.
True.
The biggest thing in entrepreneurship is you can't blame anyone. You can't blame your parents.
Yeah.
You can't blame your bosses, your investors, your customers.
True. The buck stops at you.
Entrepreneurship is about taking complete ownership.
Absolutely.
It's about you
Yeah.
and you.
Yeah.
If you do well, it's about you. If you don't do well, it's about you.
True.
So first thing is, I interview people, say, oh, my boss is my organization is toxic. I don't hire such people.
Yeah.
Because they're looking at what they are.
True.
You look at people how you are, right? What is toxic? People use words like toxic,
Yeah.
all,
Yeah.
So
I think
it
all
is about
entrepreneurs go
ownership,
through
how
this.
you are.
Yes.
Second is entrepreneurship is a lot of hard work.
Yes.
You're always on. You must sleep well.
Yes.
You must rest. I do most 25 days a month, but 5 days, I believe you are.
It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Correct.
So third is the biggest quality to be an entrepreneur is the ability to deal with uncertainty.
True.
If you can't deal with uncertainty, don't be an entrepreneur.
Yeah. And do you
So
think
I'd say
also,
3 things. First, entrepreneurship. I read this book by Ben Horowitz called Hard Things About Hard Things. Entrepreneurship is hard, and it's about doing hard things. We in the media make it, he raised 20 million, he raised 100 million, there is a Eternal or a Zomato. There are like 1,000 companies that didn't succeed.
Yeah.
There is a Rahul Yadav who failed at his first venture,
right?
stole from his second venture. I remember 6 years back I wrote, Rahul Yadav is the Rakhi Sawant of startups. Right? I
That's
don't know him.
trolling happening.
So first is, entrepreneurship is hard. Don't come because, it's some fairy tale. It can be a fairy tale if you make it.
Yeah.
Second, it's about complete ownership,
Yes.
responsibility. Third, it's all in. Fourth, it is about dealing with uncertainty.
Right.
Fifth, it is about self-belief.
Yeah.
If you don't have belief in you and your ideas, well, a lot of times you will have doubt.
Yes.
You'll have, and again, there's a thin line between being confident and having self-belief and being delusional.
Right.
And
True.
the last thing is, you got to evolve from time to time.
Yes.
What worked today may not work tomorrow. So
True.
how do you evolve? That's very key. So I'll sum it up again. 6 things about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
One, it's not glamorous.
Yes.
Second, it's a lot of hard work. Third, it's about complete ownership.
True.
Fourth, you should have the ability to deal with uncertainty. Fifth, you got to believe in yourself. You got to be optimistic.
Yeah.
And sixth, you got to evolve every now and then.
Yes.
If you can do these, you can be an entrepreneur, very successful one. But can I tell you, Gargi?
Yes.
ये तो मैं चलो बन गया, मेरी कंपनी हो गई, मैं ये सब नहीं सोचा था. I was doing something, it kept growing, I kept growing.
So why do you
choose
think
an
that
area in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
मुझे नहीं पता, ये honest answer मैं आपको logical reason में believe नहीं करता. Why did that one person in the last year's 12th June Air India crash survive? You can give logical reasons, but Confucius said if you make your hobby your profession, you don't have to work.
Yes, that's
So
also
choose
something I love
normally
it.
such that you enjoy. Now some
Yes.
people will tell you, if you choose your hobby shouldn't be your profession. अपना definition, there is no definition of success.
Correct.
अपना definition खुद बनाओ.
Correct.
You cannot understand what works for me. What works for me may not work for you.
True.
So अपना definition and choose something you naturally enjoy doing. And if it can make you money and if it can make you happy, then to सोने
Why
पे
not?
सुहा, it's a topping. It's like, it's the best thing. So I think lots of people, I was downstairs at my Exchange for Media conference, I met students from MBA. By the way, don't be an MBA, much below average. MBAs are much below average. I am one, that's the name of my column. But they asked me, sir, kya karna chahiye to be successful? And I think they were very curious people. So I said, you need 6 qualities. First is do basic principles right. Show up on time. Whatever basics, Second is, it's my favorite, whatever you focus on grows. If I have an argument with you and I keep thinking about it 3 days, it'll keep me fixed on that. But if I think about blessings, and human brain is such, it forgets the blessings, but it thinks of one small negative thing and
and then harp on it.
Yeah,
and
harp on
then,
it. So
yeah.
first is
Yeah.
do the basics right, show up on time. Second, always count your blessings.
Yeah.
If you're in a good mood, happy mood, you will achieve more.
True.
You know, my biggest struggle is sometimes I get upset about things, but I want to get to zero. I don't want to be upset about anything. I mean, I'll be superhuman if I do that. Third is put extra in everything. If you put extra, if you're doing this shoot,
Yeah.
if you are writing a book, if you're doing a company, if you're doing a job, put extra in it. It will
True.
show up.
Absolutely.
It will add up. Fourth, yesterday I was writing the forward for Utsav Malhotra's book. He's a CEO at Noise. And his book, when he sent me, I got it in 5 minutes. And his book is about power of compounding. थोड़ा थोड़ा सा रोज करोगे ना, वेट लॉस करोगे, बॉडी बनाओगे, कंपनी बिल्ड करोगे, रिलेशनशिप डेवलप करो, कुछ भी करोगे. Fifth, do good things. I wrote this piece called Introduction Capital, which just is, if you do good things for people, God does good things for you.
Yes.
And if you want to look at it practically, you earn IOUs. It's like you deposit money in the bank, you can withdraw.
Yes.
And last thing is that, I think it's the most important. You know, look after your parents. आप मंदिर जाओ, तीरथ जाओ, अपने माँ बाप का ध्यान नहीं रखते, उनके साथ टाइम नहीं बता. माँ बाप को कुछ नहीं चाहिए होता है. They want you to do well and they want some time from you. You can go to the best tiraths. If you don't treat your parents well, then you're like,
I always say
that's
they're the
biggest
source
blessing.
of your life.
Astrologically also,
Yeah.
पिताजी sun है, right? ऐसे ही माता जी के कुछ planet हैं. Though I believe in astrology, I don't apply my brain. You know, I have astrologers who apply their brain. They tell me I do. So life is a lot about doing basic things, right?
Right.
And enjoying the journey. I mean,
Yes.
I know people, I mean, I don't know Mr. Ajit Pawar, but unfortunately he died. I mean, forget he was this big politician,
Yeah.
but he had children, he has a wife, he has a family. They must be definitely missing him,
Of course.
right? Of course, he was a tall leader. My friend Atul Hegde died on 7th July. He just did his IPO in YAP. He was 53. So look after your health. The one thing that I have to do is to look after my health. Good sleep is important. And there is something called a mobile phone. I am also addicted to it. In the night when I'm alone, I'm like watching reels. I watch astrology reels, real estate reels, and movie reels. These are three things I'm like.
So
and
I
I
want
must
to-
have clicked to some reels. I'm getting some reels of certain kind.
Right, because the algorithm picks it up, right?
Yeah, so
Whatever
I must
you're
have,
watching, so that comes in.
and I like to follow interesting people. I'd like to, I want to. So you got to enjoy
What
the
you
things.
do.
Don't save money. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Take your parents for a holiday. Go for a holiday. Buy that book. Buy that home. Don't save money. I mean, you must save money but money should be put to good use, right? So do what you got to do now. There is this book I read 20 years back by Eckhart Tolle called The Power of Now.
Yes.
And enjoy being in the moment. I'm with you.
Correct.
I'm with you. And sometimes when my phone is with me,
And now
I'm a
it's
very
on the
different
aeroplane
person.
mode, your phone is.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So life is simple. हम complex बना देते हैं.
Correct. I agree. Now, I look at you right now. Your hands looks like, some weapons on your hands. So, can you please tell us a little bit about these weapons that you're wearing?
I love this movie called Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Since I didn't start in it, I use this so that I can be the Lord of the Rings. But jokes apart, this is, अगर मेरी आपसे लड़ाई हो जाए तो I can punch you in the
Punch
face.
me.
But
Correct. I get it.
See, jokes apart, I believe in astrology. I work very hard. I go to temples. My parents' blessings are with me. My late mothers and my father. My father is about to be 87 in December. He is the first call in the morning. When I travel, he is the first call. And I know for 25, 30 years that he is the nicest person I know. Most honest, never lied. Do you know any person who's never lied in their life? He's about to be 87, right? He's like that. He's extremely sincere. So I believe, I do, I have his blessings. I work hard, I go to temple, but I do believe in it. Astrology, I believe अगर ये कुछ पता, अगर ये करके कुछ भला हो जाए. It's like weather forecast की बारिश होने वाली है, छाता लेके जाओ आज. So there is a friend of mine, his name is Praveen Chauhan, he's a very close friend, you must have seen him. So he says इन सबका कुछ नहीं होता. He's an astrologer.
Correct.
He just did his PhD. He's writing his first book. He's 36. I met him when he was 21. He's among my closest friend. I've known him for 15 years. And he says इन सबसे कुछ नहीं होता. लेकिन आई बिलीव इन इट। और मेरे को जब से मैंने एमराल्ड पहला, मेरे को बहुत फायदा हुआ। तो
बट आप दो पहनते हो?
अभी मेरे को किसी और ने बोला एक और पहन, मैंने पहन लिया।
Okay, so but do you really see the difference while wearing the?
Of course, I do believe in it. See, also in life, if you believe in something, it more often than not happens. Yeah. So I do believe in it.
Do you believe in something called the universe? Like what we say, the universe is making a difference. So do you think that is more powerful or this is more powerful?
It's not either or. It's not either or. I don't know. I'm not qualified enough to tell you that whether universe is more powerful or this. I don't know. Modi ji is powerful. That I know. My wife is very powerful. That I know.
Correct.
Lord Shiva is very powerful.
Yes, true.
I know, but I don't know that. Honest answer is I don't know that.
Perfect.
But I think they're intertwined.
Yes.
Universe is what you make. As they say, set out a wish in the universe. In my case, it has happened. I want to tell you one story.
Yes.
So I passed out of MDI in 96, 94, 96. I was in MDI. It's really become a very good business school. Very prestigious, very tough to get in. And one day I set out in university, I want to be on the board of MDI because I feel I am well positioned to. I was in 2008, MDI invited me to become the chairman of alumni. So, and it happened. I mean, there's a story how it happened. It's in my book. It's not a normal story. I could have become a member of the MDI board in 2011 if I wanted, but I became in 2020. Because the AICT chairman, I was an AICT nominee on the MDI board. But the AICT chairman in 2011 to 2014 was my very close friend. He's still my friend, Dr. Manta. If I told him today, I would have been. But it never came to my mind. I went to meet in 2018 Dr. Himadri Das, who became the MDI director.
Correct.
He said, Annurag, you should be on the MDI board. I asked him, like, why? He said all the right things which I believed in. And I set out a thought in the universe, and on 12th Jan 2020, I came, and luckily I was in Gurgaon when my letter came at home. My parents live in Gurgaon, I live in Delhi. And my Shankar WhatsApped me the letter, and it said, you've been appointed on the MDI board, please send your acceptance. And I was in Gurgaon. I got the letter to come to me in Gurgaon, and I went to my parents, the first people I touched their feet. And they were very proud of me. I remember my mother was very, very, both my mother and father. Because I remember the day my MDI interview happened in 2004. My mother was a TCRT, so she had a 9 to 5 job. My dad would come at 2. So my mother asked, Aaj Anurag ka interview kaisa gaya? So my father said, Acha gaya. And he said in Punjabi, and he said he'll crack it. And my dad doesn't make statements like that. He's like very factual, very speaks little. And they felt very proud of it, and I stayed on the board for 3.5 years. I should have been on the board for longer, but that's okay. Now I set out some more thing in the universe about it. Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen. And there are many other things. If I tell you how scary it is that when you think of something, it happens.
Yes, it does.
I'll tell you someday.
It does.
So, it's like, God is very kind.
Perfect.
The universe is very kind. Thank you.
So gratitude is very important, and jinx, as we say, it's together we say.
Lord of the Rings.
A lot of the rings. So tell me one thing. Okay, so the journey. I mean, I write a lot in LinkedIn and also something on Exchange for Media also. So I want to ask you something. See, there is this. I've been doing some research
And be
about.
real, Gargi. What is the point in doing a podcast where you ask me goody things? I tell you goody.
One second. I want to ask you something here.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Where is so? If you look at the journey of the generations, okay. Now we had boomers, then we had millennials, and now we have Gen Zs, and we have Alpha, and then Beta also. Now tell me one thing. What are the differences that you see in each generation, and how should one generation take
First of
certain
all,
all that?
I don't see. I'm too busy doing so. मैं सोचता हूँ, but कम हूँ. मैं आपको सच्ची बता रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
Because सोचना चाहिए. मेरे पापा जब मैं छोटा था, मुझे बोलते थे कि before you go to bed, think what you did right, what you can do better.
Correct.
Chintan karo. We call it journaling now.
Journaling,
right?
yes.
So he put something on my bed. Was a Robert Frost saying, "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, and I have miles to go and miles to go before I sleep." Of course, in our life, our biggest inspiration and impact is our parents. In my case, they were parents. My older sister, she's 4 years older to me. She was brilliant than me. Academically, she was a topper, same school, convent school. But she, at a very young age, she did love marriage. She was 19. So she went out of home from the age of 19 till I think 26. My parents didn't talk to her.
Oh.
And I was too young, so I had to follow what my parents did. I was 16 or 15 and a half. I think she did at 19 or 19 and a half. She has a 34-year-old son now, right?
Ah.
I think she gave birth to a son at 23 or 24. He's 58, so yeah, he's 34, right? So, you know, she didn't become a doctor. She was more intelligent. I was 8th in the class, she was 1st in the class, okay? Life, kya? So I will say I don't think too much about it, but I do think. I do analyze. I do things and good. See, first thing is the times are different.
Yes.
There is something called the mobile phone,
True.
internet. Access to everything is easy.
Correct.
Access to food. अब पहले तो आप माँ बाप बोलते अच्छा मैं आपके लिए जा करके कुछ लेके आता हूँ या आप अपने सर्वेंट को भेजते थे. अभी तो आप जोमेटो पे, जेप्टो पे, whatever, Blinkit पे, whichever पे मंगा.
True.
Have access
to everything is
easy.
easy.
So value कम है हर चीज की.
Exactly.
पहले तो कोई कुछ आता था तो उसकी बहुत वैल्यू होती थी.
हाँ.
अभी सब कुछ इतनी आसानी से अवेलेबल है ना, तो मेरे को लगता है, मैं आपको बताता हूँ, माई बर्थडे इज इन द एंड ऑफ अगस्त, माई सिस्टर्स बर्थडे इज 9 जून, माई लेट मदर्स बर्थडे इज 6 जून. सो माई डैड एंड मॉम जस्ट, एंड आई कम फ्रॉम वेरी मिडिल क्लास फैमिली, एकेडमिशियन, कभी कमी नहीं लगी किसी चीज़ की, संतुष्टि थी घर में, कंटेंटमेंट एंड हैप्पीनेस एंड डूइंग द थिंग्स राइट वे टू राइट मीन्स, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था. मैं आपको अपना असेसमेंट बताता हूँ क्या चेंज हुआ है. तो मेरे पापा, मेरा 27 अगस्त को बर्थडे होता है, तब तक आम महंगे हो जाते हैं. आजकल तो आजकल भी हो जाते हैं, बट तब बहुत हो जाते थे और तब पॉसिटिव होती थी, ऐसे नहीं होता था आज जैसे है.
करेक्ट.
When I was like 40 years back. So he would bring custard apple, शरीफा. कई लोग सीताफल भी बोलते हैं, बट सीताफल कुछ और होता है, बट custard apple, you know.
Correct.
And that was his way to a custard apple. And he'd bring 2 mangoes on my birthday because, you know, very limited money. There was a value to that.
True.
Today things have changed. So there is so much of availability.
True.
Of everything. Availability of relationships, availability of goods, services, availability of content, information. They're experts. पहले आप नाना नानी दादा दादी के पास जाते थे.
Yes.
अब इन्फ्लुएंसर के पास जाते हो. समय बदल गया है. But I'll tell you the biggest difference because you asked me. I was talking to a cabinet minister on a flight 3 weeks back. He and me were talking and we reached this conclusion that पहले, you know, money is the most important thing for people, which is not the right thing. I think relationship should be.
True.
पहले क्या होता था कि संबंध बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है, लिहाज, consideration for somebody, you know, relationship and consideration. The earlier times in a village, if somebody made money through not the right means, he wouldn't be respected. She wouldn't be respected.
True.
Today, it doesn't matter how you make money.
Yeah.
You give charity and you get kind of, you know, you get buy your way out of it.
True.
Right? So I think that's the biggest change. Second is people don't have time for people. People don't have time for their family members. People don't have time for their parents. Everybody is chasing achievement. There's a difference between happiness and achievement. Achievement may not get you happiness, but happiness may get you achievement. If you're centered, if you have good relationship with your parents, with your family, with your children, with your spouses, with your friends, you're a little less all of us are selfish. But if you're a little selfless, I think that's what gives you happiness. Studies after study, whether it's Harvard or the world's leading researchers in happiness, happiness comes from giving. It doesn't come from taking.
True.
You know, so I don't know. I mean, since you asked me, this is the biggest change. Too much abundance, too little satisfaction.
So do you think that's the reason people who even join organizations, leave organizations because they're not happy, satisfied?
First off, there are too many options.
Too many options, yes.
Second is people are never satisfied.
Yeah.
But it's okay. एक चीज मैंने सोची है, जो होता है ना अच्छे के लिए होता है, कोई बड़ी है, कोई.
So as we continue the conversation on AI, I have this pertinent question. I think since AI has come into our lives, don't you think people have become more lonely? Because they talk on
It is not about,
lonely.
don't blame
People
your loneliness on
themselves.
AI or anybody else. I think it is about what's happened in last 2-3 decades. People are too self-centered, selfish. Technology has made them independent. Internet has made them independent. Uh, the role models of people are different. Uh, so it's not about AI. I think yes, technology and some people's addiction to social media
Yes. And
may
also,
have disconnected them from others. If you are in a meeting, I remember I go to many conferences, some mine, some others, and people will meet me and say, "We'll connect with you in LinkedIn," and LinkedIn is a great tool.
yeah,
But I'm in front of you. I'm willing to give you 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Talk to me now.
correct.
I'll connect with you with LinkedIn.
I know.
I now don't
I
say
know.
to people, "ठीक है यार, तुम good." People go for dinners. When I'm with somebody, mostly I don't keep a phone. Right? Some days I keep because I take phone breaks. Right? So I think the more digitally connected we are, the more disconnected we are. Uh, Earlier, people would go out, watch a movie without a phone. I still watch movies like I'm worshipping God. I'm in a movie
Right.
I read books. I take book reading holidays. That's the only holidays I take. So I think it's about spending time with your loved ones. Loved ones can be parents, children, grandchildren, friends,
Friends.
brother,
Correct.
sister,
Yeah.
husband, wife, whatever, whoever you define as your. But keep your phone away. You don't have to be always on,
True.
right? I think that's the biggest. Second is the quest for achievement. सबको ना सक्सेसफुल बनना है, सबको millionaire बनना है, सबको people look at other people's life because people only post good stuff on
Yeah,
social
they
media.
don't know
They
the-
think everyone else's life is
Exactly.
perfect. I mean, life may be close to perfect, but life is a great leveler.
True.
So it is the pursuit of success at any means that's making people lonely because they don't value relationships as much they should value. They value money. So, and as I said at the start, everything is easily available.
Correct.
Why are there so many extramarital affairs? Because, I mean, people can access anyone anytime, right? Why is, my dad fetching a mango? So times are changing, from the market was a big deal.
True.
I would say to my children when they were younger, I'll go and get this for you. अभी they order, तो मेरा तो कोई relevance नहीं है ना,
Correct.
तो उनको मेरी जरूरत नहीं है इन चीज़ों के लिए. अब उनको जरूरत है mentorship के लिए, time के लिए.
Yes.
So I think we are doing too many things in a day. We have to minimize things.
Yeah.
We have to prioritize quality over quantity.
True.
We
No,
have to
because
say more.
I want to
So
say
I don't think it's
something.
about AI.
Ah.
It's about this changing social milieu.
Yeah.
It's about misplaced priorities. I mean, I keep thinking India is a great country.
Yeah.
People work hard. People are sincere. People are genuinely nice.
No, but I think it's a
And
lot of
still,
stress.
we haven't done as well as America. Why? I mean, there's some parts in
I
terms
get
of wealth.
it. Yeah.
And I say there are 3 reasons. First is we are corrupt at some parts. Second, we take shortcuts की जुगाड़ है इसको कर दो बस
हाँ, सब कुछ
चलता
जुगाड़
है
है.
चलता है.
Correct.
और
Yeah.
तीसरा सबसे बड़ी बात है कि we are afraid of failure. We don't do. मैंने अपने बच्चों को भी नहीं बोला फेल हो जाना है यार, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, ठीक है. And my favorite author Randy Pausch, who wrote the book The Last Lecture, said there's nothing called failure. Success, fail experience is what you get when you don't get what you want. So and we are low on common sense. People honk in cars, people speak loudly in public spaces, people spit. इतनी गंदगी है यार. प्रधानमंत्री को 12 साल आगे वो कह रहे हैं स्वच्छ इंडिया, स्वच्छ कहना पड़ता है प्रधानमंत्री.
Correct.
और हम अपने यहाँ से गंदगी
स्वच्छ
निकाल के
भारत.
और मैं भी ऐसा हूँ, कोई मैं औरों के बारे में बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं अपने बारे में बात कर रहा हूँ. आई डोंट वांट टू बी लाइक आई एम एनी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम एनी अदर इंडियन. I may be a little better than other people. I may not be as good as others. But broadly, maybe I'm growing older. I get very irritated about certain things.
So do you think
So
the
I
same?
don't think the loneliness is because of AI.
Huh, correct.
The loneliness is about comparison due to social media. The loneliness is being disconnected with your family. The loneliness is about pursuit of only material things. The loneliness is the... पता है मैं मंदिर बहुत जाता हूँ और मैं बचपन से जाता हूँ. मेरे माँ बाप लेके जाते थे. मेरी माँ की थोड़ी ज़्यादा आस्था थी. मैं पहली बार जब मैं 16 साल का था मुझे एस्ट्रोलॉजर के पास ले गई थी. इतनी भीड़ होती है मंदिरों में, आई लाइक इट. व्हाई शुड पीपल नॉट कम टू टेम्पल्स? आई मीन क्यों ज्यादा? मैं तो 30 साल से जा रहा हूँ, 30 साल से एक्टिवली जा रहा हूँ, और 20 साल से तो बहुत ज्यादा जा रहा हूँ. बिकॉज पहले दादा दादी, नाना नानी, हस्बैंड वाइफ, दोस्त, अभी आप दोस्त से कोई पूरा नहीं बताते हो.
ट्रू.
तो अंदर तो क्यों जा रहे हो? उनको भगवान से आशा है. आई मीन विदाउट हर्टिंग एनीबॉडीज रिलीजियस सेंटेंस, बिकॉज फेथ इज सच ए चीज किसी की क्वेश्चन नहीं करनी चाहिए.
करेक्ट.
बट देयर इज अ सर्टेन गॉड समवेयर इन नॉर्दर्न इंडिया who, if you make money from the wrong means, he becomes your partner. You have to give him 10-20%. In a certain city. I mean, what is this? Okay. And another thing I want to say, I think the most important thing.
Right.
Don't, ये जितने बाबा लोग हैं इनको छोड़ दो. Believe in your parents, in your grandparents, in your uncle, auntie, mama, mommy, बुआ, चाची, मासी. Most godmen are self-focused. I call them Baba Inc.
Yes.
They're focused on money. They're focused on fame. They're focused on other things which I can't say or figure out. Right? Some of them are doing good work also. Right. I did ask it to somebody as tremendous respect. So forget these Babas. It's a work and a business for them.
True.
You are their followers in social media content. Right? So अपने माँ बाप के साथ टाइम लाओ, भगवान से डायरेक्ट प्रार्थना करो, कर्म अच्छा करो और डरो मत.
True.
हम भगवान के लिए इसलिए जाते हैं. I keep saying you have to be God loving, not God fearing. I mean, I understand what it means.
Yeah.
डरते क्यों भगवान से? कुछ गलत किया है क्या?
True.
और सारा दिन भगवान से भिखारी की तरह क्यों मांगते रहते हो? मैं भी मांगता हूँ कई बार. मैं बोलता यार कि भाई थैंक यू तो बोल दे भगवान को, इतना कुछ दे दिया फिर भी अभी मांगे जा रहा है.
I think more of is this
So ये इसलिए है
gratitude.
क्योंकि हमारी सोशल रिलेशनशिप में जेन्युइनिटी खत्म हो गई. Everybody is an expert in everything without experiencing it.
Correct.
They're experts on books, expert on almost. अरे यार,
True.
experience. There is no shortcuts in life.
Yeah. Agreed. Completely. No, but why I asked this question is because that day I was listening to a podcast and somebody was sharing that that person had a relationship with AI, and the person got to know later that AI not only speaks to that person, also speaks to so many other people. So this is like it's like you got very upset and angry.
Loneliness is a very thing. People are lonely because they're not being accepted.
Yeah.
Acceptance brings joy.
True.
जो जैसा, इसलिए फैमिलीज में एक्सेप्ट करो. कोई आई एम वेरी ट्रेडिशनल इन माई थिंकिंग, बट इफ यू आर गे इट्स ओके यार. मतलब इट बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू एक्सेप्ट एनीवन, बट आई एम बेटर विद इट. ओके, आई ग्रोन अप ए वेरी ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट. सो बट आई एम सेइंग यार, मतलब अपने कम पैसे बनाए, ज्यादा बनाए, बहुत ज्यादा बनाए, इट्स गुड. एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं है और सेटिस्फैक्शन नहीं है, एंड मी इंक्लूडेड.
So
I'm
do
not
you think
excluding myself.
satisfaction is not there because of social media and people are
Overall, it's
really
a social context.
Yeah.
क्या है, पहले छोटी छोटी चीजों में हमें खुशी मिलती थी. इतना कुछ मिल जाता है. मैं ना I have a problem with books. Problem is in I buy too many books. पर पढ़ता तो उसमें से 10% ही ना. मेरे को खरीदने का, इकट्ठे करने का शौक नहीं, सोच रहा था मैं इकट्ठी करता रहता हूँ किताबें. ऐसे ही मैं रील्स इकट्ठी करता रहता हूँ, कोट्स इकट्ठे करते हैं. We have this hoarding mentality.
Correct.
I think I am talking about myself. I don't know about anybody else. I want to hoard less, utilize more. जो है उसको तो enjoy कर लो.
So are you reading this book?
This book I'm reading for the second time.
Okay. So what's the take out of this book?
This book is a lovely book. I've read every Jim Collins book since I started working on this. This book says find a larger purpose. Perfect. And devote yourself. And life is much more about money, more than money.
Correct.
Or fame, or that will come. That's a byproduct. But he's the interesting storyteller. He's done research and very successful and interesting personality. It's called What to Make of Love. What to Make of a Life. It's beautiful. It's by a book by Jim Collins. Then this is my current obsession is to live till 100 years. So this is the 100-year blueprint. And I know this stuff, but knowing, again, there is a huge knowing gap and a doing gap. Even I know how to lose weight. I've lost it and I've gained it. I don't know how to gain hair. but that I haven't figured out yet. And but books are the best companion. Books help you think. Books help you live longer because it develops your neuroscience. It's a great thing. I mean, of course, we live in a world where people consume video content. It's okay. But reading, as maybe I'm
Reading is
old.
always,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the
true.
reading. So I buy books. I mean, I can go on recommending books on almost anything, everything you can talk. But
So from here, I want to take this conversation to something called mentorship. I want to understand, do you think mentorship is very important in every aspect of life, starting from businesses to even someone who looks up to someone, as you said, not the Baba concept, but somebody who's mentoring someone who has a certain experiences of
एक और बात
life.
बोलूं.
हाँ.
Of course, good people, good guidance, good gurus, mentors are welcome.
Correct.
They can be your parents, they can be seniors in the profession, they can be fellow entrepreneurs, they can be domain experts.
Correct.
They have a role to play.
Absolutely.
But you got to be your own mentor.
Yes.
You got to learn yourself.
Yes.
Yes, there are people who can be your validators.
Correct.
They can be bouncing board for ideas.
Yes.
They can even connect you to people.
Right.
But mentors are, I've also seen mentors are too busy chasing their own dreams. I'm being real.
Okay.
We've become a selfish generation. I'm more selfish than my parents.
Yeah, and
Maybe
every
the next.
generation.
But I am very impressed with the current generation with what's happened in the last 5 days of these protests against NEET. And I'm not a political person, except for voting. I'm talking the fact that they got out of their comfort zone,
Correct.
the fact that they let their voice known.
Yeah.
And this was organic. I'm not talking of political parties taking over to exploit, and I'm talking in a genuine way. So young people are very good, but they are in a different, they are not in a, we were in a regime where there was paucity, there was limits.
Yeah.
Today there's no limit. You can dream. You can be whoever you want to be.
Exactly. At
You can
whatever
be in
age.
whatever profession. You can be a coder and make money. You can be a coach and make money. You can be a sports fitness guy. You can be an influencer. You can be a beauty influencer. You can go to a gym and make money.
Yes.
I mean, you can be a chef. I don't know. You can be like a clinical psychologist. You can be a mental health. I'll tell you, Gargi, the biggest, you talk about loneliness. Loneliness is about not being appreciated.
Yes.
It's about, the biggest pandemic is loneliness in young people, in old people. Rest, everyone is busy.
The suicide rates have gone up, by the way.
I hope not. I don't know if you are saying, because it's very sad. When I was 20 years old, I think I was in engineering school. And I went to this, in Bengali market in Delhi, there is a NGO that helps people stay away from suicide. And I went and they didn't select me. But I wanted to volunteer. I was young, so I was very idealistic.
Yeah.
It's sad they've gone up, if you're saying, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it is.
Because
it's a lot of
hope khatam ho jata
frustrations
hai.
and
Hope.
exactly.
I think the most important thing is hope. Never lose hope.
Yeah.
Two cheezein can make you. One is hope, and I keep saying hope is not a plan. So always have action. उम्मीद और कोशिश सबसे बड़ी चीज है. उम्मीद रखोगे तो कोशिश कर ही लोगे.
True.
उम्मीद और कोशिश करोगे तो कहीं भी पहुंच जाओगे.
Perfect. Wow. I think we had an amazing conversation today with Dr. Batra, where he's actually shared the entire journey, his experiences, his challenges, and how he had overcome it. And that is best. And I think he's a great mentor for a lot of people who he has been mentoring. And I'm sure he's mentoring more people.
Yeah, I don't find that much time. I'm too busy on my... But yes, whatever little time somebody wants, I give. I have lots to fix and improve in my life, in my personal life.
Wow,
so I'm very focused on that. My first responsibility is to people that work with me, to my family, to myself.
Yeah.
And then there are things that... But yes, I have friends that I met. I will take two people's names. I met them. They were 18 or 19. They are among my close friends. Like three. One is Ashish Birgi. He runs this Match project. I met him when I went to a landmark course. I met him there.
Oh.
I was 18. He was 18, 19. I was 39 when I met him. And he came up to me. I used to write a column in Dare magazine. Oh, you're Annurag Batra who writes that column. I said, yeah. Yes, I'm that famous guy. And that's how he became my friend. And then Sanjoy Chakravarti used to be at HTA. He introduced me to his son Samyak. He was 18, 19, and I found Samyak very bright. I told my then editor, give Samyak a column. He said, "ये तो बहुत young है, इसको क्या देंगे?"
Correct.
And then he got a column with another competing. Then so Samyak has been friend. Then another young guy.
Yeah.
I mean, these are more my friends. I've never seen them as mentor, mentee. I learn from them. They're very dynamic people. Tarun Nangia is 38, 39 now, maybe 40. I met him when he was 18, 19. He's now a legal journalist, legal influencer. I've seen his journey. So there are, I believe in the process of reverse mentoring. I can learn more from young people or anyone.
Yes.
I know certain things, I don't know certain things.
Absolutely.
And I was reading Utsa Malhotra's book, which is out, called The Average Advantage. And it's about the power of compounding.
Yeah.
Even if you're average, if you put extraordinary effort, you will grow.
True.
If you do something every day, whether you go to the gym, you'll build a body. If you're losing weight, if you're... So वो effort मारने का है.
But I think that is lacking, isn't it?
या बिना
nowadays?
effort के तो कुछ मिलता नहीं है. भगवान से भी प्रार्थना करनी पड़ती है ना. बैंक में कुछ डालोगे तभी तो निकाल पाओगे. UPI से कैसे पे करोगे अगर बैंक में कुछ नहीं है? And you talk about gratitude. I've said this on many podcasts, and I'll say, when I think I was 10, 12, I can't be sure. My sister, if I was 10, she was 14, if I was 12, 16. My sister's name is Sukirti.
Okay.
But her nickname is Bittu and my nickname is Annu.
I like this Bittu.
But her name is Sukirti, my name is Annurag, my nickname is Annu. My Masis, all of them, my cousins know me as Annu Bhaiya, So... I would tell Bittu दीदी कि मम्मा पागल है क्या थोड़ी सी कि बोलती है भगवान को थैंक यू बोलो यार पागल है मम्मा क्यों थैंक यू बोलो My mother would say thank you to God, your eyes are okay, ears are okay. Now I know for the last 20 years the power of gratitude. भगवान का इतना, so give gratitude.
True.
To people, to God, to your parents, to your gurus, people who help you, and be sincere. Sincerity is a superpower. Do the right thing. आज फायदा नहीं होगा कल होगा. Don't take shortcuts. People बोलते कुछ है. मैंने भी जिंदगी में बहुत लोगों की मदद की है.
True.
बहुत लोगों ने उसको रेसिप्रोकेट किया 10 times. But कुछ ऐसे लोग भी मिले जो they could have done better.
Correct.
But it's okay. I don't get upset.
So like the way we say action speaks louder than words. So a lot of times we have so many things to say, but the actions will actually show something different.
Yeah, and
so that is very, very important.
And I want to say, Gargi, I work very hard.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask me ki, how are you in different cities in the same day? It's an art. Sohail Seth has it, I have it. In fact, somebody called me and she said to me, you three are like Shashi Tharoor, Sohail Seth, you. I said, are you sure? I'm still married to the same woman. And so on and so jokingly and many other things.
Oh my God, that's going on like
right, it's okay. But point is, you got to have, Sohail is the sharpest. He's never late.
Yeah.
Look at his qualities. I admire him.
Yeah.
He's never late. He's never been late for a meeting. If he's 1 second late, 1 minute late, he'll inform you like he's so prepared for a meeting. He'll carry a printout, this. He's so sharp. He's so well read. But the most important thing about him is he has fun.
Yeah.
He watches plays. He
That's
reads
more
books.
important.
He meets people.
Yeah.
You learn from that and you got to enjoy that.
True.
पैसे का क्या करोगे यार?
Correct.
पैसे साथ में लेके जाओगे.
Exactly. आए थे
Right?
अकेले जाओगे.
So have a hobby, have a life. I work, but I watch movies, I read books, I meet people.
Correct. Perfect.
And don't compromise on your sleep.
Yes.
If you sleep well, you will be kind to yourself. You'll eat less, you'll talk less, you'll be better, you'll be thoughtful, you'll be calmer, you'll react less. And learn good things from people.
True.
There's nobody who doesn't have anything good. Everybody has something good.
Yeah.
You can get inspired, learn, and appreciate people.
True.
You appreciate your parents, appreciate your friends, appreciate your... I haven't kept pace, but there was a time from a friend I learned, he writes one thank you mail every day to someone. He writes one appreciation mail to somebody every year.
Wow.
I mean, he's been married 3 times, but that's another story. But I think he's the only one who can compete with Amir Khan. But but he lives in, I think he was in Russia, then he was in Cyprus.
Yeah.
I think he lives somewhere in Europe. He was in Denmark. He's Indian.
Nice.
Ajay is his name. I won't use his full name. But point is, I learned Ajay. He writes. There is somebody I met 15, 20 years back. He writes on my birthday. He writes me a nice mail, and he's also an astrologer. He's from IT Kanpur. He writes my next year's forecast. He doesn't have to do it. I have no commercial. She just so हर चीज अच्छी किसी के लिए करने के लिए कुछ चाहिए नहीं आपको.
Absolutely.
वो अच्छा करो, feel good about it. कोई ना कोई और करेगा, भगवान करेगा. और वो बोलते हैं कि प्रारब्ध तो चेंज नहीं हो सकता है जो लिखा है, बट अगर वो अच्छा हो सकता है तो दो चीजों से हो सकता है, दान से और अच्छे कर्मों से.
True.
So I don't know. I think a lot about these things when wrong things happen, when somebody nice dies. भगवान कहाँ है? But life is good. I'm grateful to God. I'm having fun.
Yes.
Must
I can
be-
see that. You're always having fun. That I can see every conversation that I have with the one thing I want to really share about Anurag. He is someone who really replies to mails, messages if he wants to. But I've been privileged that way. I've always got messages reply back from him in spite of he being so
I reply
busy
to
managing so many
most
things.
people first time. I mean, I believe communication and response is the basic. Sometimes I have my own crest and troughs.
Yeah.
If there is an event, if I'm traveling, someday I have very intense work of
Yes.
reading, of writing, so I am not able to, but I'd like to.
Yes. That's the key for communication, I believe.
And it's basic respect and courtesy.
Absolutely.
And sometimes I may not, because you send me a WhatsApp, it goes down.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's basic. Somebody's will do. I saw somebody wished me birthday. I just thanked them after almost 11 months. I don't know, but because I missed the text, I was texting him for something else. I realized. So anyway, jo bhi hai life.
Just last question to you. Just tell me one thing. We always say that, as relationships, I mean, obviously diminishing nowadays, I think of. But when you think of someone
No general statements. But this is true that we say we have the lowest divorce rate. The people are afraid to get out of a marriage. Societal dilemma,
correct.
financial dependence,
Exactly.
conditioning. Otherwise, हमारा सबसे ज़्यादा हाई रेट हो डिवोर्स का. वॉल्यूम तो होगा ही. लाइक रिलेशनशिप, बिजनेस रिलेशनशिप्स आर ब्रेकिंग बिकॉज टॉलरेंस खत्म हो गया, एक्सेप्टेंस खत्म हो गया, ऑनेस्टी खत्म हो गया. एवरीबॉडी इज टू सेल्फिश.
Yeah. No, do you think that when you look at your phone, that I always say this, when people are dying or people are in that deathbed, 3 things that they remember. What do you think is...
I read all this, so I know.
Yeah.
But they think about relationships, their
True.
loved ones.
Exactly.
I read this book, which is among my favorite top 10 books of all time. It's called Tuesdays with Morrie, written by Mitch Albom.
Yeah.
And it's a real book, where Morrie is a Japanese who's in the US, and he's Mitch Albom's teacher, and he's dying, he's in hospital. Every Tuesday, Mitch Albom goes to Morrie and he talks. And the gist of that book is spend time with your loved ones. So
Yeah.
people miss that. Then it's not pursuing their dreams, whatever their dreams were.
Correct.
These two, I think, are the most, I don't remember the third one, but these two, and it's true. अल्टीमेटली ये थोड़ा ही होगा कितने पैसे बनाए, क्या किया. कोई आप बोलते हो किसी के मन में उसने इतने पैसे बनाए, सब बोलते हैं वो ऐसा अच्छा था वैसा. बट और देयर इज अनदर प्रॉब्लम. आई कीप सेइंग माय मदर डाइड, एंड आई डोंट हैव टू मेनी रिग्रेट्स, बट आई हैव 1 or 2 regrets. I have 1 or 2, but
Right.
not in a bad way, but I wish I did them. Like my mother, and nobody dear to me than my mother. जब लोग जीते हैं ना, तब उनके साथ समय लगाओ,
Yes.
उनको बोलो कि आप अच्छे हो या whatever.
Yeah.
मरने के बाद तो सब आदमी अच्छे ही लगेंगे.
Everybody is good. That's what we always
Guilt
say.
is a very big driver ना.
Yes.
तो ये these are things.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go on, but
That's...
and really don't worry about too much. I also sometimes worry. सब ठीक होता है. Eventually it doesn't count. कुछ अच्छा आज नहीं है, एफर्ट मारो, कल ठीक हो जाएगा.
Basically, overthinking is not good.
या ओवरथिंकिंग मैं भी करता हूँ, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं
overthinking.
नहीं करता हूँ. Overthinking is like, it doesn't help. If
Yeah.
it helps, do it.
True.
You don't know. चमत्कार होते हैं, भगवान सॉल्यूशन भेज देता है.
True. Just do good work. Good things will happen. Will follow. Great. So thank you so
God
much.
bless you. Send me that $1 million.
Yes, I will. $1 million coming your way.
Thank you.
And thank you
You'll
so
have to
much.
make 3 million to send me one, na?
Oh my God, yes. So guys, thank you so much. Signing off from Crafting Identities. This is Gargi Sarkar. wait for the episode, and there'll be great ones coming in. And this, I'm really excited to have this episode talked about very, very soon. Thank you so much.